Okay, sweetheart. I love you, sister. Love you too, sister. See y'all later. Huh? We can come and we have pimps. Not the next one, not next month, but the following month. We'll have pimps. We're gonna invite you down. Okay, all right. We're gonna have pimps on the broadcast. Hey, I want to see a pimp get beat down. We ain't like that. Yeah. Okay, y'all. We starting a little late today, but it ain't my fault because I've been here. That's Miss Lady. As an entrepreneur, mother, and a woman, business happens. She ain't working. You got your phone too. See if you can share this because it ain't doing right with me. You live already? Yeah, we live. This ain't even on what you call it. This is This is Facebook. I went to Facebook to try to share it, and then go back to the streamer. Hey, was that thing streaming across the screen? The Facebook one. Let's look at it. I'm not sure if it was or not. Okay. No, let me get it. It ain't streaming. You see what I'm talking about? Okay, this is old. Wait, this not the new one. Okay, that's when we was trying to fix it. Okay, I'm on the wrong live anyway.
No, it's still live.
No, it's live, but that was the wrong one because I had to close it and go back in because I didn't want to keep sitting there in front of the camera and everybody was walking in and out. Okay, that's it. This is right here. I'll leave. And there we go, right there. That's the new one. I know because you got the little streamer on the bottom. I just added that in. Mic check, y'all. That's a little bit better. Take this. You might want to put these on because then you can hear everything going on. Like I did, had that music on there. I'm taking it off now. I was just trying to play some music until you came in. Let them know that we was here. Mic check, mic check. Hey, everybody. Yeah. And over here, at my left, finally ready for the podcast after finishing up with a client. Miss Lee!
Oh, I had to do my own sound. I did my own sound for y'all. That's ridiculous.
Oh, we got some toys to play with today, y'all. We got some toys to play with today. Oh, boy. Who's at that door over there?
Hello. You can come on in. We over here on to the left. Help. Thank you, little helper.
So, we here, y'all. We here. We got some new toys to play with.
Yep.
We had a little technical difficulty, but I think we don't figured a little bit of it out.
Hello. Good.
Yeah.
I see the place for rent. That's all.
Yeah, use the number upstairs on the window. Give them a call. That's one.
Oh, okay.
The number on the window.
Oh.
Or go over to the tax place and ask them because they know who the person is. Okay. You're welcome. You have a good day, ma'am. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
See what happens when you live? You get customers coming in, people asking questions.
As they should.
As they should.
But we was just want to let y'all know that we've been on here, but I was trying to finish up with a client. So sometimes that happens.
It happens when you're a mother.
Yes.
And in business.
Yes.
That's about womanhood.
Yep.
You gotta pay them bills.
So, you know, this is Woman Month. 2020. Wait, what year is this?
2023.
Oh my God.
When I checked this morning, it was. Now this afternoon, it could be something else.
All these years starting to roll together. I still think we back in COVID. 2020.
Oh, man. I kind of feel like that. Lately, I have been feeling like, I'm telling you, I think I feel like I felt during the COVID time because I promise you, it's been a lot. It's been a lot. Yeah.
So yeah, Women's Month, and of course we had to celebrate the women and reach out to different women and do some vibe checks and vibe check. What you feeling,
Exactly.
Auntie?
Exactly. You know what I forgot to do? I'm gonna send out a new invitation because um we had to start our live over. So I'm gonna send out a new invitation. It's gonna be in the comments here. Hey Lisa. We're gonna send out a new
Hello.
invitation. Anybody that wants to come on and talk about speak on womanhood, I've just pasted the link to come on in, and then we'll bring you into our live broadcast. You can come on online with us and talk with us. So I just put it in the comments here. So if you want to come on, just you got to click onto the link, and it'll let us know that you're there and you want to come in to our video. So we ain't like that. We take all guesses from all genres. They want to speak about because it's this Women's Month. That's why we want to speak about womanhood. We started our first podcast off. We were talking about entrepreneurship, but at the same time, we did that because that was
That's
our
so
kickoff,
funny.
huh?
How much me and you be vibing on accident.
On accident, because I don't be writing nothing
Look,
down.
I wrote that down.
Did you?
I said respectfully, Pam, respectfully. I didn't want them to be like, why she saying that respectfully? But that's my auntie, my biological auntie.
Okay.
So I have to show respect, but we are at work, so I gotta start trying to use more like Pam and different things like that.
But then after work, she got to call me auntie to catch up from all the Pams that she used.
So
but it's
respectfully, we started our journey last Monday.
Yeah, it did.
And it was nice.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously, as y'all can see, we vibe pretty well.
Exactly. Because I promise you, we
don't write nothing down.
Oh my God.
We got a lot to work on when it comes to planning, like we always talk about.
And we be planning.
We be planning.
But what do we get wrote down? When do we sit down and say, okay, this is how we're gonna do this? But we're gonna work it out. We're gonna get us an engineer, producer to come in and help us out. To make us what we supposed to be, help us get to where we need to get to, because this is new to both of us.
And it's fun though.
It is.
And honestly, I feel like everything grows though.
Yeah.
Like it's no business start off or nothing started off perfect.
Exactly.
It looked good.
Oh yeah.
We look good.
Even though we ain't fix ourselves out. We've been getting our nails and eyelashes done for the last 2 weeks and ain't did nothing.
Yeah.
We just come on here live. We ain't even ashamed of that. We just come on here.
Good.
Oh yeah. Fine.
Who kisses them, Georgia May?
John May.
Georgia May can't say that.
Yes, Lord.
But yeah, okay. So today we're talking about womanhood and motherhood. Right. Those are both topics that's very important. And you know what I mean? It's like a little difficult to talk about sometimes, especially in this day and age.
Yeah.
Because so many people judge us and make it hard for us women sometimes, and sometimes we don't make it easier on ourselves either.
I'm gonna say sometimes we are our own worst enemy. Yeah. Sometimes. But it's all the same. Guess what? No matter what, how we do it, how we don't do it, it gotta flow together still, and we still doing the same thing. So if you're a mother, you're a mother. If you're a woman and you're a grown woman, you're a woman. So can't nobody take that or change that from you. So yeah, that's I'm trying to see. I don't know if I got the live comments on. I won't catch some live comments.
I was trying to pull it up on my phone too. Trying to have it on
so we can see it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we new to this. We learning. So anybody got any comments? We're gonna try to get to your comments. Anybody that want to come on?
Anybody that want to teach us?
I think this is
anybody that want to teach us. Okay. Like, let us know too.
Yep, let us know.
We willing to learn.
Okay. Yep. Okay, I see where Lisa commented right there, and then I threw the link in there. So I threw the link in there, guys, so that you can you click on the link and it's gonna bring you into the studio. I'll make sure your mic working, and then it'll show one of us that you're down here, want to come into the studio and speak on motherhood or womanhood, and we'll bring you in, let you talk give you like 5 or 10 minutes to let you talk. Especially if you're talking good, we can give you longer. But and then first come, I'm trying to do first come, first serve. So anybody want to come in and say, and any women that want to shout out your business, hey, this is an opportunity to come on and do that now. And I'm gonna let y'all know as we grow, it's gonna the way we do things are gonna change a little bit. So
Yeah.
just expect change with growth. So that's what we're gonna do.
Yes.
Yeah. So how you feeling today?
Good.
You feel good?
Yeah.
I feel pretty good today too. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't get a lot of work done today.
Me either.
Yeah.
I did, but I didn't.
you know,
I was able to do my client hair, but me either.
all right. I mean, I didn't feel I ain't had no deadlines to hit. It's like somebody at the door upstairs. But at the same time, I ain't had no deadlines to hit. But at the same time, somebody is up there. Okay. I didn't have no deadlines to hit, but I don't know. I just didn't. I didn't get a lot. I got some straightening up and some paperwork and stuff like that done. But as far as just getting some work done, I didn't get anything done. Did a bunch of phone calls. Nothing. I thought about this podcast all day and how to set it up. I didn't want to set up too early. Then when I did start setting up, I felt like I was late.
That's part of being a woman too, multitasking.
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of being a human, period. But
Yeah.
but one thing that like I learned and I've been reading a lot on is like different roles.
Okay.
What they consider different roles, and one of them was multitasking.
Like I'm being a mama right now and trying to be on a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to eat
She want me to get up and be a mama. But the mic is on, so we're gonna leave it alone. Bye-bye. Oh, you can have it. Eat it.
So womanhood says the definition for the dictionary.
Okay.
It's a quality or state. It's a quality or state of being a woman. Of being womanly. I don't really think that was like.
I don't understand that.
It's a quality or state of being womanly.
I don't know. That was kind of
Broad.
yeah,
It's
very
like-
broad, but it was very. I don't understand that.
Womanly.
Woman.
Well, what's considered womanly?
You kind of womanly.
Would you say that?
You kind of womanly.
Sometimes.
I'm
a tomboy stuff.
I think we all got a little rough side, but
And that's one thing that I know that I need to get better with is like my femininity.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you. I think people will just have to accept people for who they are. And I think in the right times, in the right occasions, all females, womanly, feminist side come out.
Yeah.
But when you gotta do what you gotta do, you gotta do what you gotta do, and that's what it is.
True. And I guess I only said that because like meeting or like a lot of guys, you know what I mean, they always try to say little stuff about like, oh well, you should probably dress up more or different stuff like that. And I'd be like, listen, it's only like, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. It's only one guy that really came to me and was like, I don't care how you look. I like you for who you is. Like, you don't gotta change who you is.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? Yeah.
But for the right occasion, and time, you're gonna do what you gotta do. You're gonna step it up. But if you're not one of those girls who want to take 2 hours in the morning, put on makeup and this, that, and the other that they do, which I have no problem with.
Mm-hmm.
I have no problem with. That's you. But I'd rather sleep them extra 2 hours and try to figure out what's going on in my head because I'm probably been up all night, half the night anyway.
True.
So instead of getting up at 5 and getting ready for work to be to work at 9 o'clock, I'd rather get up at 8:15 and get ready to get to work by 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
But so I'm just saying it's just the difference. It doesn't mean that you're more woman than I am or I'm less woman than what you are. It just means we
I
just
like that, Auntie.
we it just means we just different. We do things different, and what's right for you and what's right for me may not mesh for each other, but it is
But
what it is.
femininity is not just about how you look. I don't think it is it?
I don't think it is either.
Because a lot of people get that misconstrued. Just because I don't wear makeup don't mean that I'm less feminine than the next woman. that do.
Exactly. And I get that. I get that because I'm not a makeup girl either. We too much alike, man. This little girl right here.
Yeah, because we look good. I'm sorry, I said that already, but I'm gonna re-say it because we don't have to wear makeup, and we choose to when we want to, but we don't have to.
Right.
And I feel like sometimes people gotta like let that be normal.
Exactly. It's exactly normal. Normally, I don't have to wear makeup. If I'm going to a special occasion, something, bam, bam, boom, I'm gonna do what it make. I'm gonna do what it do and make it work. So but some women they have a regiment, and I don't know. Sometimes I call it vain. If I ever catch a woman that never wants to step outside without any makeup on, it's for me that's kind of vain.
I feel I ain't gonna lie to you. I kind of feel you on that, T. Don't get me wrong. I feel like everybody want to enhance something about
Exactly.
everybody do. Now one thing I will say that me and my auntie do, like we both get our hair done. Every now and then I pop on lashes, but my auntie like lashes a lot.
I ain't been wearing them because she won't wear none.
But I feel like when I do pop on lashes and get my hair done and stuff like that, that's like me going crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
because I can wear lashes every single day. I can wear lashes, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I was not a lash girl. I didn't think I would get into it. From years and years and years, I used to be like, I'll keep my regular lash. But I tried it one time, and I don't care what nobody else thought about it. It made me feel like, oh, I like this. This is a good look for me. And I just had to find the right lash person to do them the way I want them done to make me feel like I want to feel. And then, so I do it, you know. So that's what I do. Put my lashes on. But next week, I'm going to have my lashes on. I ain't think about her now.
I'm going to have all stuff too. Because next week it's going to be about sisterhood. And we going to do something real live, y'all.
Okay.
Real live.
I don't know what it is yet. She got it in her head. She gonna tell me about it. She gonna tell me about it an hour before the show.
No, I'm not.
And we're gonna try to fix it. We're gonna try to figure it out.
Me and Auntie gonna literally sit down this time.
Okay. I hear her.
We're gonna sit down and we're gonna actually plan it out.
Okay. I hear her. And so if that's what she said we're gonna do, that's what we're gonna do. Don't doubt her. I ain't doubting her. Okay. So but yeah.
So I know like back in the day, one thing that I used to hear a lot was, oh, well, you stepping into your womanhood because you having sex.
Oh, Lord, that doesn't mean...
Well, now that you having sex, you a woman now.
Okay.
What you think about that, Auntie?
I think that was just one of them old t-shirt or shirt, one of them song moments. And tonight is the night that you make me a woman. You was born a female when you was born, though. Nothing can change that part. Right. Or at that point, well, some can change it now, but you was born a female. And eventually each female, as you mature and grow up, you become a woman, whether you're sexually active or not, because just keeping it real, it's some young women and young ladies that are very, 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 very too young to be having sex.
Yes.
And having sex, and they not women.
Yes.
Nowhere near being a woman. So that's something I just wanted to point out. Just sex don't make you a woman. Sex makes you do grown people things. Just like being 18 don't make you a grown up. It just makes you eligible for adult prison. So, and that's in any age, any sex, whatever. It just makes you eligible for adult prison when it comes down to it. That's, for me, that's the only difference in being 18 and being 17. But
I agree with you.
I don't know. I think it's a lot more to. I think having kids and all that stuff, that don't make you a woman either. That makes you of a female species, because after a dog going heat after 6 months, I think it's like a dog take 6 months before they initially go into heat. A dog can have a baby. So that don't make that dog, I'm just saying, It doesn't make you once a woman have her cycle. You can have your cycle at 11 years old, but having a baby don't make you a woman.
Exactly.
It just makes you of the female species. And so it's a lot more to being a woman than just having a baby. So
I guess I just feel like I hope that people not still going around saying that and being like so. Well, but she out here has sex now, so she a woman now.
all right, see, and it's a lot. Like I said, it's a lot of misconceptions, and a lot of the young women who need a big sister that may not have a big sister. I think it's our I think it's our place to, because I meet a lot of young women, and sometimes I can embrace them. Some I can, some I can't, because I feel like anybody that won't help, they gotta want some help.
Mm-hmm.
So if I see where they don't want any help, I can't help them. I try not to. This is a new thing for me too, because ooh, I try to play Captain Save them all the time. So my thing is, a lot of young women, a lot of young women, if they want help, if and I can help them, I try to help them. But sometimes I try to patty cake them, and I don't. And okay, I see something on here. It says it makes you a mother. That's right. Having a baby makes you a mother. Destiny, you've been a mom for a while. What what has been what has been the blessing? Okay, that's a question for you, Destiny.
Um. So.
Now, if you want to come on live with us, Miss Lisa, all you have to do is click that link, and it's going to lead you into our studio, so we can bring you in live. You can come on here and talk with us. So don't be scared. Don't be scared now.
The lesson, and maybe raise a human being and like see them grow from like basically like nothing to what they are now. The blessing of just being able to be
Mm,
sometimes, but being selfless is something like every person needs to see. Because I'm gonna be honest, like it was a little challenging when I first found out that I was pregnant, because I found out when I was actually it was like 5 days before my 21st birthday.
oh,
So just imagine that, how selfless I had to be, and like really learn how to like just take care of somebody else,
mm-hmm.
and just it's it's different. It's different, and it's a journey every single day. And I enjoy it.
Okay.
I enjoy it. It's hard some days.
Oh yes.
Some days I cry,
Mm.
but and I'm okay with saying that now,
Amen. Amen.
because back in the day I was like so headstrong on. Well, I've been doing good. I've been good. I've been taking care of her. I've been doing good. I ain't gonna say all on my own, because I had help throughout my whole journey with my children. And again, I'm okay with saying that, because
Amen.
everybody don't have help.
Yeah.
I had my parents, my mom, and my dad. I had my when I lived out of town, I had my sisters. They was helping me out. And then when I had stayed in two different places, and then when I moved where my daughter's father was, his family helped me out a lot. And then I had got with a new guy, and his family was able to help me out. So I've had support throughout my journey of being a parent, but not everybody do. And I know we're gonna probably talk about that too.
Exactly. Exactly. Um, I was gonna say now me. I think my journey as being a parent probably is helping with a lot of my nieces and nephews along the way, and I've had some stepchildren that I've helped with, um, but at the same token, I'm a little different from my niece here. My niece she had children when she was young. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm an older parent. You know, my daughter, my my baby is younger than my niece's oldest child.
Mhm.
She's 6 years old. So, and I'm 25. But anyway,
But we ain't gonna talk about that.
we ain't gonna talk about that. But you know, having a child and being an older parent, I've actually called my little sisters for parenting advice. You know, and I didn't feel no kind of way. It's funny because when I think about it, calling my little sisters for parenting advice, I would be giving them parenting advice, but because I hadn't crossed that threshold at that moment when they became parents, you know, it's just a give and take and live and learn. I even talked to one of my nephews who is an adult about things that going through with my daughter, you know, and he was like, well, you know, Auntie Pam, I was like this when I was younger, and I was like this, and I kind of grew out of it. But shoot, I'd be like, hurry up and grow, little girl. But yeah, so being a parent, it does. You right, Lisa. It's a journey, and it takes a village. And I guess my thing is just making sure I got that right. I'm in that right village or in the
Yes.
vicinity for the right village in order to make sure that my daughter's getting what she needs
Yeah.
in the process. Because nobody. I used to, make little jokes on Facebook when my daughter was first born. It was a Facebook meme that had so I had a little bitty tiny like a little manila file folders, and it says inside this envelope is all the people I'm gonna trust to help me with my child. It was funny, but I'm gonna be honest with you. That's the truth. I can't trust everybody to help me with her because everybody's intentions is not the same as mine, and everybody morals and upbringings and things are not the same as mine. So therefore, I have to be careful with those ones that, even the ones that I do love and they're around. I just still have to make sure the right ones, is the right influence over her life.
Yeah. And I've been going through that now because my baby 10, going on 11.
Oh yeah.
And to be honest, they impressionable. They are.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's not easy teaching a young lady or a young girl how to be a woman sometimes. And I know that sounds crazy, but I'm just saying, let's be honest. Like sometimes I struggle with being a grown woman.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
I be trying to make sure, like as you said, having the right people around my child.
Exactly.
Because it's family is different.
Yeah.
And yeah, we all was raised by the same grandma, but we also still was raised in the same household.
Exactly.
So,
And then as everybody that grow up on their own, they venture out into their own little whatevers. They become who they are, and they, that they might come back to that teaching, but where you at right sitting right this moment is the most important part of me having you there in my daughter's life. Because if you ain't in that right sitting in that right spot right now,
yes,
even though I know you know better and you do better and you can be better, it's still hard for me to have you there around my baby because or to trust that, because I gotta
yes,
trust where you at right now, not where you're trying to get to tomorrow or next week. I gotta trust that because it's too much happening in this world. It's not like it was when I was growing up. And I'm not saying it was perfect when I was growing up. Nowhere near perfect when I was growing up because there was things going on. I just wasn't exposed to a lot of that stuff, you know. So I can act like I'm tough and I'm street and all that stuff, but I wasn't exposed to a lot of stuff that,
these young kids are.
yes, that they are truly exposed to. Because if you want to be honest with me, for me, a grandparent raising a kid was normal. Wasn't nothing different about that. I didn't miss out on nothing in life. You know, my mom was around. She was there. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't understand. I didn't know I was growing up in a non-traditional home until somebody told me. So it's certain things that they make it into something now that never would have affected me had they not told me that or
Yeah.
made me think about that, because it never thought it was never that, because I had a mama.
Mhm.
I had a grandmama who was my mama. I had a mama that was in my life. I knew who my mama was. I knew where she was at.
Mhm.
She was never not. able to come around or be there.
Yeah.
So I didn't feel that hurt that some people feel now when you hear people talking about, well, growing up without a dad or growing up without my mom, maybe. If I felt that way, I don't even know it. It ain't. I don't think it had that big of a effect on my life way some people are today when they say that's an effect. Well, it's better to grow up in a two-parent household. And no, it ain't. If daddy busting mama head and mama using crack and daddy and mama always fighting, that ain't no better way to grow up. You know what I'm saying? I think a healthy home it can be made of different a lot of different things.
Yes.
It can be made of a loving grandmother. It can be made of a loving father. It can be just a mother. You know what I'm saying? An auntie. It can be a loving auntie. Whatever. Healthy is healthy. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, 3 hots in the cot. You know what I'm saying? All that. But at the same token, my definition of healthy may not be the same as somebody else's definition of healthy. Your upbringing and growing up may not be the same as mine.
Mhm.
But I'm not saying yours was wrong and mine is right.
Right.
I'm just saying I was okay with mine. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest, I didn't have a lot of questions, about how I was growing up. I knew I had somewhere to live. I knew I had somebody that loved me, and I knew I had my family. So, I didn't have no real questions about that part until at being an adult. To being an adult and people telling me there was an issue with that, or that's not traditional house. That's not how people supposed to grow up, and that's not how it's supposed to be. I didn't get that. So, while today's society they say certain things and oh, well, you little girl because you don't have a daddy at home, or whoa, little girl because your mom's gone, and that's you know, I'm not saying pass away or nothing like that because you can't avoid that kind of stuff. But if you just didn't have your mom in the household, or she chose she wanted to go here, or your daddy chose he wanted to go there, and they're not in the household helping and being there or constant figuring your life, that kind of stuff didn't affect me in the way that it affects other people. So.
I never. That's another way of looking at it because a lot of people nowadays they all like I got so much trauma because I didn't have both my parents, and you know what I mean. So that's another like
That's probably gonna be another whole podcast.
Yeah.
But at the same time, what I'm not saying is I'm not saying that it's wrong for you to be affected by that. I'm just saying I wasn't affected in a way that some people are affected today about that kind of thing, or even maybe in my time that they were affected by that because that was never something that I questioned or I thought about like that. I was more worried about coming home and making sure I got some chicken, or I had a pork chop, or stuff I can watch what I want to watch on TV, or I beat my brother to the telephone when I got old enough to be on the telephone. Because if he got the phone before me, you weren't getting the phone all night. I had to unplug it, call mama, break, all kinds of stuff. We had to fight about it because he ain't gonna give up the phone at all. And then he'd get on the phone and won't answer the other line. He won't. So you never know who calling or what's going on because he won't go answer it. So, but yeah, I mean, I didn't I wasn't affected like that. So, but people that are, it's interesting to understand and hear their stories.
Yes.
And I try to be as compassionate as I know how to be because I can't relate to it, but I try to understand it.
What you think about nowadays like having a mentor, a woman mentor? Like, do you feel like all women should have a woman mentor?
I do think, and I'm gonna tell you why I think that, because and the mentor, I'm not saying a friend mentor, I'm saying a woman that's gonna be your true mentor, somebody that's gonna when she see you not doing what you need to do, be like, hey, what you doing?
Right.
That it wasn't part of the plan. Remember the plan said A, B, C, D, F, G. Y'all can be friendly with each other, but I don't want her to get to be in such a friendship with you that she lets you slack.
Right.
Because of certain things. Oh, yeah, I understand. She had a hard day at work yesterday at her other job. Or the kid is getting on her nerves. She ain't had a break. Oh, no.
You mean so basically you said like just be like a real mentor.
A real mentor.
No,
warden.
No blurring the lines.
Yeah, no blurring lines. You have to, and if you want a mentor, if you really truly want to mentor somebody to help you elevate, and keep moving forth in your life, you gotta respect what that person role is.
Talk about that.
You know, you gotta respect what that person role is.
Because
you know, you can't be Susie trying to run my life. I let her be in my life, and now she's trying to. No, Susie was put in your life to help you elevate. Now, if you think that Susie can't do that for you, or if you don't respect Susie enough to give Susie that space where she can do that, and let you know, hey, no, when you get off the toilet, you supposed to wipe off the seat. Wipe off the dang on seat. Don't be mad because Susie told you because you walked out of there and didn't wipe off the seat. You know, don't be mad because if you got the money to pay your light bill and you ain't paying your light bill, and Susie won't loan you no money, or Susie ain't gonna help you go figure out a way to pay the light bill now that you want to go spend it at the club, or you want to go buy you a new outfit with it instead of paying your light bill. Pay your light bill. Because you got kids in there that need the light, some heat, and all that other stuff that acquires, you know. Or don't let your bill get so high down you're looking crazy. Ain't nobody want to help me. You didn't say for 6 months you didn't pay the bill,
right?
You know, and so forth and so on. But so if you have somebody that can help you, and then once you get there and you can do these things on your own without having those problems or those setbacks. I'm not saying you'll never have a setback in your life because we all have setbacks in our life.
Right.
But I'm saying where you can get in a constant role where you're doing what you need to do, then you know you won't need Susie to be there as that person no more. You know what I'm saying? You won't need her to be there as that person. Then
I still think that you do though.
Right.
Because I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, you got your like a lot of some people still have their mom and you know, or they mother figure in their life. But like you said, it's also good to have like a mentor or somebody outside of like family or, you know, but my thing is just because you think that you outgrew her don't mean that you really did outgrow her. You can still have her in your life and still, you know what I mean, like learn every day from someone. You can learn from somebody every single day. A child could teach a grown-up. Every single day we can learn something new.
Because I promise you, I learn something new from my daughter every day. You know what I'm saying? I want to know. You know, but I learned something new, and I learned something that I need to know. It teaches me how to reset because I've had to reset. You know what I'm saying? I had to reset because it's things that she requires, and I'm thinking, okay, no, you're this old. You can do this A, B, C, D. No, sometimes I gotta walk you through this. Yeah, you're big enough to do it. Yeah, you might know how to do it, but you still might not do it the right way. So I gotta step back and reset myself. Say, no, fam, that's not how that's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Because if I see you doing it wrong every day, how am I going to get mad at you for doing it wrong if I'm not going to stop and take the time to teach you how to do it the right way?
For real.
Because see, that's a lot of things a lot of parents have a problem with too. Is I don't care how many times I've showed my daughter how to do this. If she's still getting it wrong, then that's something I got to reset myself and go back and reteach her how to do that.
Or figure out new ways to teach them things too.
Exactly. That's in the reset. That's actually in the reset.
Yeah.
When you reset, you got to say, okay, well, I've been showing her A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, so and she's not getting like that. So maybe I need to show her Z, Y, X.
Right.
And better understand. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not a parent that likes to. I don't like to be corporate and do corporate punishment with my child. I don't like to beat that butt, but at the same time, sometimes I have to. I have to let her know that if I say do this way, do that this way, and she don't, or if she go to school and cut up, I gotta let her know the teachers ain't your babysitter. They there to teach you. You ain't there to do this, and that. You're supposed to be there to learn. That's your job right now. My job is to make sure that you're taking care of everything that you need and supposed to have. You have it. Your job is to go to school and get an education and learn.
Amen.
So I have to reset myself because I'm like trying to figure out, you know, different things and how to do this. And then when I can't handle it, I know how to call. Help me. I don't know what to do with her. Pray for her. I tell them in a minute. I ask for help. You know what I'm saying? And I'm older than most of the people I call and ask for help. You know, because maybe I know that person has some kind of wisdom in that area that I don't have. You know what I'm saying? I could live longer than her all I want, but she been a mother. She been a mother longer than me. So she can teach me more about being a mother than I can teach her because she got a 10-year-old daughter. I got a 6-year-old. So yeah, you know, it's different stages of motherhood, and there's different ways to be a mother, and there's different ways to raise your kid. You have to get in that comfortable medium to how you want to do that, and what works better for you and your family and everything. Hey, Miss Toya, how you doing? If you want to join our live, you got something to say about motherhood or womanhood, look in the look at the
Comments.
comment section and click on the link, and we'll bring you in. Anybody that want to come in, we got you. Just come on in. Just click on the link, and we're gonna bring you right in so you can undo it. It's right in the comment section. I know it's another one on my page, but that's the wrong one. So the one that's in the comment section on this actual live is the correct link to come into. I'm gonna actually try to go on back on there and delete the other one because I don't want people clicking into that one because that live is over with. Because that was more of a that was the first live that I had tried to get done, and I was having technical problems with the volume and stuff. So I'm just gonna try to delete that link so that nobody can I ain't deleting the live because we learning from everything that we do.
Yep.
You know, I'm saving the live. I'm delete that first link about joining us because I want everybody to want to be able to get on here. But if you look in the comment section to this post, and you'll see, you'll get it. And actually trying to see.
So one thing I've noticed too in Milwaukee, I see like there's not a lot of like women mentors, and I think that you know what I mean. A lot of women in Milwaukee is afraid to say something to the next woman, afraid to speak up when they see something that ain't right. And don't get me wrong, I know our in Milwaukee right now our stigma is everybody's so mean and everybody's so uptight, but we gotta get out of that, and we gotta stop being scary.
Right.
Back in the day, you don't think they were scared to say something to somebody, because they wore a skirt too short to church, or the way that they dressed their child wasn't appropriate for that weather. People were scared, but they stood up and they said something. How is we gonna get better? How we gonna learn from each other if we just afraid to talk to each other?
Exactly. And like you just said, we at that time too, even though people was, maybe a little scared to say something to people, but still did it. I want to see you do good.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm Miss Mammy, the lady that live down the street, I still want to see all the young girls do good because Miss Mammy been through something in her life that she don't want to see none of the young girls go through. So Miss Mammy gonna give you some advice, and she gonna point something out to you. It may not be the way you want to hear it, because see, that's the thing now. People don't like the delivery of some things. People don't like the delivery.
Sometimes the delivery is not gonna be good, and it ain't gonna be good even if they change how they say it, because at this time that's not what you don't need to hear. You don't need to hear it the way that you want to hear it. You got to hear it the way it needs to be said to you. Just like sometimes I know this is like religion, but I'm just speaking. Sometimes God don't discipline us the way we think we should be disciplined, but we get disciplined.
Right. Exactly. Because I know, I'm gonna be honest, and anybody that know me, and you better deny it, Destiny. But everybody know me, I'm a fusser. When I think things to be a certain way or something ain't right, and I be trying to, I want to boss nobody. I want to just teach you. I want to show you. I want to make sure you understand the opportunity that you have in front of you. I fuss, and if you cut me off in the middle of my fussing, and I can't get my point across, you're gonna hear that fussing until I get it across. So I tell everybody, if I take my time to fuss at you because I care about you, I got love for you.
That's what
I don't want to see nothing bad about you. If I don't say nothing to you, if I be like, and you're doing something wrong, I'll be like, and keep it moving. Just know, I don't give no crap about you. But if I stop and talk to you about it and say, hey, look, A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z, G, I want you to receive that. And you ain't gotta say, oh, you right, Pam, or whatever. Just think about what I said. think about what I said, because in the end, sometimes it's gonna make sense to you. Because I've known people to come back into me after I don't had a knockdown brawl with them about it,
Mhm.
and come back to me and say, you know what, I ain't received what you said to me the right way, but when I sat down and thought about it, you was right.
Yep.
And that's why I've been working on my delivery to people, because sometimes I'll be like, instead of saying, no, no, baby, I'll be like, no, don't do that. So I've been trying to change the way I do things like that so that I can be a better, give a better message to somebody for them to receive something to help them in their life. That's something that.
So basically, I feel like we don't have a lot of big mamas in this world no more.
No.
Ain't a lot of big mamas no more. Like, supportive, warm, modest, affectionate. It ain't that many no more.
Right.
And that's something that, I miss.
But you know what I'm gonna tell you? Just it might sound funny, but the reason why it ain't a lot of big mamas like it used to be when we grew up in my days and time is because, and be honest with you, the mamas and the daughters is growing up together, and the grandmamas ain't ready for to be grandmamas, so the grandmamas is running away from them.
True.
Do you know what I mean?
They moving out of town.
And they getting away from it. Or the grandmas ain't being bothered with them. That ain't my kids.
Yeah.
So I think some of the grandmas, the younger
Party
grandmas were saying F them kids before the they started that. But yeah, some of you have very young grandmothers, and they not quite ready to be grandmothers. They wasn't ready to be a mother when they became a mother. So now by the time I get you old enough where you grown and self-sufficient, you start having babies before I can even. I ain't had a break still yet.
Right.
I haven't been able to become myself yet.
Right.
So the grandmothers are running away from the grandma because grandmas don't want to be called Big Mama and Grandma no more. They want to be called Gigi and G-Ma and what's some other names that they like to be called?
Nana,
Nanas and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest. One of my stepdaughters, her baby called me Nana. I like him to call me Nana. The reason why I had him call me Nana, not because I didn't want to be a grandmother or nothing like that, is because he had a grandmother. So to separate us and differentiate us, I said, just call me Nana. I'll be Nana, and that's Grandma. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we did it, because I helped raise him up. He was a little baby when his mom had him. I was there when his mom was pregnant. So
I heard this lady, she was talking about being a stepmom, and she said that when she first met the kids, she had told the kids to call her mentor, not because she didn't want to be called like stepmom, but she said they already had a mom, a real mom,
right,
that actually took care of them, seen about them,
right,
and everything. So she said she didn't want it to get misconstrued.
Exactly.
And she was telling them to call her like, mentor, or that was like something that when they introduced them to their friends, she wanted them. She just, was like, instead of you having to call me stepmom, if you're not comfortable with that, just call me mentor, or I'm one of the mentors, or I'm, something like that. And I was like, what do you think that's like weird, or you think?
I think mentor is a little off. I think my bonus child. I think that's more the today's term to use with that. But I guess if that works for them, I ain't gonna say it's wrong. Yeah. I think I can't tell you that something that you do at work. That work how it works for you, and your family. I can't tell you that is wrong. But at the same token, I would have said my bonus child. This is my bonus child. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But it basically is what it is. So yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
mean, mentor. I mean, what would you call a stepmom if you have a mom that's active in your life and doing everything that mom's supposed to do, and she's not filling a void? She's just complimenting that space, because that's what I would call it. Compliment. If your mom and dad didn't work out and they co-parenting, and your dad get married, or vice versa, and the other person, because the other person got to know the kids are there when you first get into that situation. So you got to either understand or respect that situation. So I would say, that other person, that's kind of like a bonus. It's a bonus parent, in a sense, because while mom is making sure things are in line, and I just got your back, in a sense. And hopefully in a lot of those situations that the two ladies can be okay with each other and get
Right.
along well, because that's that's the problem. I don't, if not you, because it would never happen like that, but if I married your child's father, and as a stranger married your child's father, but I knew about your child all along, I would want to know who you are and understand you, because your child is going to be around me. So out of respect, I would want to be able to meet you and let you know who I am and my values, and understanding, because I can't come in here with my values and they're against your values and try to
Right.
take over some kind of space in your child's life,
Mm-hmm.
because that's where a conflict come in at, and
Mm-hmm.
that's where a lot of people don't understand that's a true conflict. I can't just come in here with my values and aspirations against yours,
Right.
and this is your child, and you're an active mother in your child's life, taking care of your child. You co-parenting with the father. Your child can't come over here and be a Muslim and then go home over your house and be a Christian. That ain't gonna work. You're messing with that kid's understanding about religion and things like that. That's too much. So it's got to be some kind of, in some area there, it has to be a borderline of respect of what we're gonna deal with and how we're gonna deal with that, that situation. So, and those are things I think should be hashed out in the beginning. And whether, no, I'm not in you and the daddy's relationship no more, but my child is. So therefore, we have to have an understanding and a mutual respect on how things should be handled for my child.
Mm-hmm.
The same way you would want if it was vice versa, you know. So yeah, that's how I see that. But yeah. But like I said, again, anybody that want to chime in, you can click the link. You can click the link. I'm also gonna copy and put the link in the comments here too. And anybody want to come in, want to click on the link and want to chime in about motherhood, womanhood. I don't care if you're a man. You know something about womanhood. You know what kind of mother your mother was. You know how kind of kind of woman you would want to see as a mother of your children. If you got something to say, anybody got something to say, if you want to come in, click on the link. I just put it in the comment section again. I just shared it again. Just come on in. Just come on and let's see what's up. If we don't got no problem with that, we want you to come in. We want to hear what you guys got to say. Don't be scared, Anthony. We ain't gonna annihilate you or nothing like that. We on our man's opinion, because it matters. It really do. It matters. Yeah. So anybody want to come on in? Come on in. And like I said, our opinions are our opinions. I'm not saying my opinion is right and your opinion is wrong. Your opinion is yours, and I respect your opinion. And I don't even know you, so I respect your opinion. So bring your opinion and come on, let's chat. Anybody want to chat? I think they scared of us, Dustin. What's wrong with them? Y'all scared of us? We can't bite you from here. you
So
know.
I got so I was wondering, like, what's some things like that you feel like we need to normalize when it comes to being like a mother, that sometimes I guess I feel like we got away from, or like people, I don't know, I'm trying to make sure I say it the right way, but
Mm-hmm.
like normalize, like different things that we should normalize. Like, for example, for me, I feel like one of them is like it just like left my head. I hate when that happens. Like, normalize affection.
Okay. Yeah.
I feel like we got away from showing a lot of affection to our children.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's like, everybody, especially in Milwaukee,
Mm.
everybody so thugged out, so hard.
Right.
The Christians,
Yeah.
everybody thugged out.
Yes.
And you like, come
that's
on, like, let's normalize like showing affection, being more affectionate towards our children, especially being a mother.
right. And I'm gonna tell you something. While that is true, I'm gonna be honest. I understand that because that's something that you're talking about, and you see that a lot. But it ain't a day that I can hang up off the phone with one of my sisters or leave one of my nieces or nephews and not say I love you. So while we don't see that a lot amongst other people, I know that's not a area that you have a problem with, but you might see it amongst other people.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't want no kid, no unaffectionate kid. I don't want a kid that's so hard that they don't understand love.
Yes.
You know, and that's a lot. That's a problem with a lot of people. They want to. Everybody want to be, like you said, hard, and don't want to show that love and that affection. Now you don't have to show that love or affection, and you don't have to do none of that stuff if you don't want to. But at the same token, as a parent, you should want to show that and give that to your child.
Yes.
Like I want to reach out and love my child right now because she just keep on.
No, but I think like I love getting hugs and kisses from my kids. I love it. I love it, and I love telling them I love them. I love it. Like it's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's one thing to get love from another human being that you call your spouse.
Right.
It's one thing to get love from your parents, but to to get that love from your kids, that's dope.
Especially when they're little and they kind of understand it, but they don't completely understand it. Because when I talk to my daughter, I try to talk to her. I don't try to baby talk her or nothing. I try to talk to her about everything, about love and understanding. Because I got to think at my house, I don't like to say I'm sorry. I like to say I apologize. And I explain to her what apologize means versus sorry. That they pretty much mean the same thing, but I don't want you to feel like you're sorry. I want you to apologize and revert from doing what you're doing. And tell her they both mean almost the same thing, but the apology is more genuine, I think, to me. Saying I apologize, then I'm sorry. Apology means, hey, I understand what I did. Let me change that, not do that way anymore. And that's what I try to explain to her. So that makes a lot of sense to me because it drives me crazy when I keep hearing the kids, sorry, sorry. And then I had to tell her at school. I had to tell my daughter at school because when we was at school, one time she had a situation, and I told her, I said, "What do you need to do?" I apologize. I apologize. She said, "No, say sorry." I said, because she looked dead in my face. I told her, we don't say sorry. We say apologize. That's a rule in my house, and that's a rule for my child.
But I kind of feel like sorry sound dark, anyways.
Yeah.
Because if you really think about it, if you really say it a few times, and it sound like sorry, like you sound sour.
I'm sorry.
Like I ain't gonna lie to you, I never thought of it that way, but now that you saying that, and I think that's another sorry. Look, I'm sorry, Pam. I called you auntie on my podcast.
You call me auntie like 10 times. I'm so used to it. We're gonna call this the Destiny and Auntie Pam podcast. like the Steve Harvey show, the uncle and nephew show. At that point. But I'm like I said, I get what you're saying, and you'll get it. We'll and even if we don't get it, we'll work the lines out. Everybody know who we are when they know our relationship, so they're gonna respect it. They're not gonna expect nothing different from us anyway.
But I do like that. I like normalizing, not saying sorry. Normalize using apologize. Normalize that with your kids and teaching them to say apologize.
And then tell them what apology means. Apology means that you're apologizing for what you did, but you're not gonna do it anymore. It's kind of the same as I'm sorry. It just ain't that I'm sorry thing, So that's how I explained it to her, and like I said, and I explained it to her teacher. I explained it to her principal. So my child, don't call me and tell me my child refused to say I'm sorry, but she said I apologize, because that's a rule in my house, and that's part of her teaching in my house. And in y'all house, anybody else's house she go to, as long as she's my child, she's not gonna say I'm sorry.
Normalize eating with your children.
Oh,
eating a dinner or two a week with your child. Normalize actually sitting down and eating with them and have a conversation with them.
Okay.
Having them put them phones down. YouTube. It's hard,
TikTok.
especially with us
Top
being
chick.
me and Auntie being like entrepreneurs and things. But normalize putting the phone down, eating dinner, and talking with your children. I feel like we all got away from that.
Mhm.
I noticed that I got away from that last week. I was sitting there and I was just looking and I was looking around and I'm like, me and this baby both made our plate. She done walked in her room and I done walked in my room, or I done sat down at the table and she done walked off. Even though, honestly, to be honest, in my household, she's supposed to eat at the kitchen table anyways. Sometimes she'd go on and sneak off in that room with that food.
And
And I had to like really sit back and like really think about that. Like my dad and my mom, they didn't allow, first of all, they didn't allow us to eat in our rooms. That was number one. So
mhm.
we always sat at the kitchen table. And then, when we got older, phones was more readily in our hands and things, we still had to sit at the kitchen table.
Mhm.
So we still had conversations with each other. We still was sitting with each other, eating. And I don't see that with kids like that no more.
Right, right.
And it's scary. It's scary that they don't even hold conversations no more.
Exactly.
And we have to be the adults and sit up there and teach them how to do that, because they not gonna do it on their own.
Mhm.
But once we make it a routine and a habit, then they'll start doing it, and they'll want to do it with their friends, and they'll start wanting to do it more, and that'll probably like how they say, like, once start something and it'll be like a trickle effect. Maybe once your kids start doing it with their friends, then they'll take it home and they'll start doing it,
I
and you know
I noticed a comment somebody said praying. And do you know like in my early days I always remember TV moms and dads saying prayers with their kids.
mm,
And a lot of parents have gotten totally away from that.
yeah.
You know, I have this thing I do with my daughter. And I started when she was a little tiny baby. And I used to tell her, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. And I'd like to sing that song to her. And I sing it to her when she go to sleep, before she go to sleep, sometimes in the morning time. And I just have to, and she sings it with me too now. And that's our thing. Mama sang our sunshine song. As she get older, she gonna realize that wasn't Mama's song, but it was our song, and she get it. So um, I
So
do think,
you mean like having like an affirmation, or
yeah,
what is it called? It's an M word.
uh,
Mantra. Is
yeah,
that what it's called? Mantra?
kind of, yeah, yeah. Is it mantra?
Mantra? I think I'm saying it right. If somebody out there they know that word, tell me if I'm saying the right word, because I think I did say the right word.
I ain't gonna shame her in front of y'all, but no, I don't. I'm not sure if that's the word either. So, but let us know. I'm not ashamed to say I don't know something sometimes.
Look,
'Cause I know stuff most of the time.
I just like to learn. So if I'm
Exactly.
saying something wrong, tell me.
Right.
Put it in
And
my inbox though. Don't embarrass me. I'll just play. I'll just play.
please put it right here in the comment section.
But no, but me and my kid got one too.
Hmm.
Me and her before. Well, when we say we love each other, we always say always and forever.
Oh.
And I got that from one of my cousins actually, because she used to with her daughter when she was little, they used to do this little thing. And I guess she used to say like always and forever, and I can't remember that part,
Hmm.
but I just know like when I tell her I love her, we always say always and forever. And my mama heard her say it.
Oh.
She was happy. She was like, "That was so
Oh,
cute," and she was like almost in tears. And I'm looking at her like, "It's not even
because
that
I'm gonna be
serious."
honest, that is sweet. It made me want to be like, oh, I want to hear y'all say it.
Yeah, we say it every day. When she get out the car for school,
Mhm.
when she go to bed, she come and give me a hug or a kiss, and she always say I love you, and I say always, and she say forever, or I vice versa.
Oh. Oh.
And so we got
That's
us a
good. That's
little
good.
mantra.
Okay, I got y'all a little mantra.
Oh, he said, yeah, he said I'm saying the right word, I think.
Okay, Anthony. All right. Thank you, Mr. Anthony. I appreciate that. I can always count on you to give me the right information.
Oh yeah, and he be having them nice questions too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have him start helping us with our questions.
Oh no. We're going to bring Anthony on the show.
Okay.
Even if we got to bring him in, from his desk, because he got a desk, too. We got to bring him in. So Anthony, we got you. We bringing you in.
I'm gonna be ready too. I'm gonna make sure I have my blazer on.
Yes. Please have your blazer on. And
then
listen, I'm gonna tell you something like this. Make sure you take you a picture of you before you show. We're gonna print it out because sometimes Anthony get them questions is so deep. You got to just cover your face.
Think about it for a minute.
You got to cover your face because you don't want everybody to see that you really he got you. So we're gonna put the picture up in front of our face.
Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna make you gotta make us like your fans.
Oh, there we go. We're
gonna have us a fan with our picture on it.
Yeah, we're gonna put our face up. And so y'all know it's gonna be saying Anthony got us.
CPDPP.
Yeah, see. You working for that t-shirt. She wants that t-shirt, y'all. Y'all better come in here and get that.
Somebody gotta come get this t-shirt because I'm gonna keep on working on it.
He said he just provoking thought.
I like it.
Amen. But yeah, that's deep. So yeah, but yeah,
what else could we say? Like normalize
let's normalize just taking time and say, hey, okay, this is me and my kid time, and I'm gonna make that our time. Like you said, you said about the phones and stuff. Even like with the kid taking the phone from the kid, we got to do this too. We got to learn how to put this sucker on silence or put it on do not disturb. Even if it's just an hour where you're sitting and helping your child do their homework, whatever, you got to give them something and make them know that it's something that nobody else can give them.
Yeah,
and that's what I've been trying to work with my daughter, and I know I do, and sometimes I think I didn't because that was a thing when, as an older mother, I'm like, oh God, if I whoop her, she's not gonna love me no more. Oh my God, these are things that was in my head, and so I had to give her that first spanking. And the first day she was like, "Oh, mommy, I love you." I'm like, "Oh, okay. You get your butt whooped again." No, but I'm just saying, But that was a deep and a revelation for me as an older parent, because sometimes as a younger parent, and I don't know, you correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think you think that much or that hard about certain stuff like that. If your kid did something wrong, you give them a spanking, and that's it. That's all. You don't think, oh, if I give her, I'll love more. Because this stuff when I was younger, so I don't know. You tell me, am I is that close or kind of?
I think that I'm gonna say that it was kind of like that, but I think it was like me more feeling like I hurt her or something.
Okay.
Like I think that's one of my things. I let stuff build up too much.
I got that, and that's where I'm at now. I'm not gonna allow it to build up anymore because she built up herself with some good little spankies, and I'm just not gonna let that happen like that no more because I know I'd rather give her a spanking over and letting anybody else give her a spanking. I don't want life to spank her.
Talk about that, see.
I don't want.
I used to always say that too.
I
would rather I be the one to discipline you than the world having to discipline you because they not gonna treat you good.
They don't love my little angel like I love my little angel.
They not. They gonna lock you up and treat you like an animal and not listen to you. And I mean, don't get me wrong, not all facilities or places is like that, but let's be honest, a lot of people go to work just to get the check. They're not gonna take time to be a motherly, fatherly figure to your child. Only you will.
See, in society, when you get yourself in situations, you're always wrong until you can prove that you're right. And you better be good at proving that you're right. So everybody, when you're walking any kind of place or you get yourself in any kind of situations, you wrong automatically because you're there. You shouldn't be there. Why are you here if you didn't do this? They didn't make no mistake. And I've heard that so much that they didn't make no mistake. How can I say they didn't make no mistake?
That question.
Okay.
Do y'all think the model of womanhood and motherhood, the model that should be taught in a temporary world, do y'all think the permanent model of womanhood and motherhood should be taught in a temporary world?
Well, this temporary world is what you got right now. So I do think you should. And should be, if you look at it like that. So when you say this is a temporary world, because everybody is here and then they're gonna pass on to the next. But yeah, you're here now. You're here. This world here, I think, is a learning world. As we have to learn, we have to learn and understand. So yes, I do think that it has to be taught here because the my understanding of the life after this, you don't gotta be taught that stuff. Everything is gonna be already known.
Yeah.
So yeah, in this world right now, you got to learn what you need to learn here, and you got to learn it in the models for generations to come behind you to know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do think it should be.
Yeah.
Told you, Anthony try to get you.
Yeah. That's one of them ones he got me with.
Uh-huh.
Look, I got my
you
face
got
up.
your fan up.
No, it's not that I don't understand the question. It's just like one of them ones that you got to think about
Mhm.
and really, you know.
Yeah, but you know what? And I'm gonna tell you, just not to cut you off, sweetheart, but it's one of them ones you have to think of. But you know what? Sometimes the ones you got to think of is the ones you just got to let it go because that's what I learned. Because Anthony get me stuck sometimes. He'll text me out the blue, just text me a question,
No, I like it though.
and I'm just saying, no, there's a text message. I'm be like, I gotta think about that. He don't even know how many times he made me throw my phone down. He should be paying the insurance on my phone anytime. Anthony, I think that you should be paying the insurance on my phone as much as I throw it down.
Now, this ain't about motherhood, but this is about just being a woman, period. Normalize saying that you're not okay. Saying that I'm not doing good. Saying that I feel like I'm sinking today.
Or
Normalize that. It's okay.
Or
Reach out to people and tell them that you're not feeling it today.
What about asking somebody for some help? Because I used to didn't know how to ask people for help. I'm learning this in my 26 year, 20 something year. You know, I'm just 25 years old right now. But I'm learning this, you know, that I don't regress. You know, I was good with telling how old I was on my birthday, but now I'm regressing back again. But I used to didn't want to tell people I needed help or talk about needing help or wanting help, you know, for certain things. I thought if I asked for help, that means I was weak or I couldn't handle the situation. But I don't. You don't even know how many times with situation with my daughter here lately that I was like, oh, I can't do it. Somebody else got to do it. I can't do it because I think I'm doing what I need to do. I question myself as a mother, and I question my parenting and everything that I'm doing.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, Auntie, you're doing really, really real.
Oh,
seriously.
I thank you. I thank
like,
you.
Don't. That's we're gonna talk about that off air, but I will say that I witnessed you trying hard and really working with her, and I don't see where you're failing at. I just think that we just got to keep on working with her.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm serious. Sometimes I need to hear that, and even though I might hear it from some other people, hearing that from you, it means even more to me than hearing it from some other people. Yeah, I appreciate that because I really, God knows, I really have tried, and I just because I don't take on a lot of people's parenthood style. Just because I don't take on your parenthood style, don't mean my style is wrong, and that's where a lot of people mess up when they're dealing with other people. Is they try to make their parenthood style the only style it should be.
So basically, you said normalize that it ain't no one way of teaching the child.
Normalize it, yes. You know,
it ain't one way, ain't just the right way.
Exactly. Hey, always is right as long as you get to the right results from your child. You know what I'm saying? It normally. I mean, you see what I'm saying? See, some people might believe in okay. If I respect my child, they're gonna respect me more. And they're gonna do this, and it may work for that child.
Yes.
For that one particular child, I'm gonna say it like that. But then the second child they have, it may not work that way for that child.
I'm learning that.
You know what I'm saying? And then the third child, it might be different for that child. So I'm not telling you how you doing it is wrong. You know, if you're telling me similar experiences that you have with your child that I'm having with my child and things that you went through, and this is the things that you've done, I have no problem with trying those things
Exactly.
because especially when I'm like this,
Exactly.
especially when I'm like that. So I be wanting to know and I be wanting to help and I be wanting some fast results, you know. And
I had to learn that too. I'll tell you one thing is sometimes it ain't gonna be just right away. We ain't gonna get the satisfaction of it working the first time,
right.
and we might have to do it again. You know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
And try it again, like one more time. I mean, and maybe
Right.
that second time they'll get it.
Yeah,
But
exactly. But
but
yeah,
I just wanted to. I mean, I'm not saying that I got all the answers or nothing, but I
no.
definitely feel like that was something that dropped in my spirit to say.
And I appreciate that. I do. Because I really I beat up myself more than people think. And I hate when I hear somebody say, "Oh, you just don't whoop her butt up." Just because I don't have to whoop her in front of you, I don't discipline her, or I don't discipline her. I don't discipline her in your face. Doesn't mean I don't discipline her. Because I'm gonna tell you about that little person of mine. That little person of mine is probably smarter, and just as wise as a lot of these adults out here. Because she says things to me that some grown people have never said to me.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And everything. Not I have to throw this because it's part of life and this is part of me growing. I just lost my mother, and she told me, and she said to her teacher at school, and her teacher called me, and I'm thinking that, oh, my daughter acting up, but it wasn't. It was just his teacher was ready to cry. She was like, "My Bailey told me. I just wanted to share this with you. Something Bailey said. She said Bailey said that my grandma died and she's not coming back. Then how's my mom gonna have a mom again? I
Mm.
got a mom." And the teacher told her, well, your grandma is up in heaven and she's watching over you and your mom, making sure that y'all okay.
Mm.
She's like, well, how do you know she's in heaven? I'm like, this kid, she just say too much.
Mm.
Like, Bailey, be quiet. I don't want to hear that. But it's just deep. It's deep that I never thought about that. I never thought about, okay, that if somebody lose their parent, then they don't have that parent no more. They don't have that, you know, because my mother always my mother, no matter if she's alive or not. She's my mother, and I always I don't feel like I don't have a mother. I did for a little while, for a couple of days after my mom died. I felt like an orphan because both my mom and dad gone.
Mm.
I feel like I was an orphan. I was like, dang, I'm an orphan. You know, man, I'm an orphan. But I got over that. I said, hey, I might not had the best mom and dad, but it was mine.
Right.
And
Mhm.
and I'm gonna say something else too. Even though my grandmother was mom growing up, and my grandmother always be my mother too, it hit me different when my mother died from when my grandmother died, and it was just deep. It was deep for me, and it's like it's like deep. It's like I really, really, I felt like a hole was in my heart,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna get emotional, so I'm gonna stop talking about it. But it was deep. You know what I'm saying? It was really deep, and I knew that the lady that carried me for 9 months and told me I was her prettiest baby. I don't care what none of my sisters and brothers say. I was her prettiest baby, and she told me, that she was gone, and I couldn't have her back no more. So yeah, that's just deep for me. So excuse me, y'all. I gotta wipe my eye. But yeah, that was just emotional for me. But yeah, that's it's deep. But I just got to keep working towards just staying consistent with everything I'm doing with her to make sure that she's good, so that feel that I don't feel that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do as a mother.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I feel like another one that we need to also remember too, and this is like more serious, or I mean, people could take it for what they want. People need to also normalize like letting people have their opinion about having children. First of all, some people really just don't want a child.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't want kids, and
Right.
we got to stop telling women that you're not a woman if you don't have
Mm.
a child. Like
Mm.
some women just don't want kids,
Preach.
and they don't
Preach.
have to have them.
Exactly.
And you can't be mad at somebody for not wanting to bring a child in this world.
Eh, You might be questioning yourself for having one.
Right. Why was I bringing kids in this world sometimes, you know?
Uh,
But you know what I mean? Like, I do feel like we got to stop being like that and stop being like, "Oh, well, you're going to be lonely." How you know she don't want to be lonely?
Yeah, exactly. Thank
How you
you.
know sometimes she want to be the baby? How you know she don't want her husband to take care of her all her life?
Right. Wow. I'm a baby.
You never know. Like,
See, you ain't grown enough for us to be having that conversation. We ain't gonna doing that. We're gonna do separate podcasts like that if you want. I'm telling you
but I guess I'm saying like that's just something that I've heard over the years. Like
that.
people getting, and then I hope like I ain't trying to be funny, but let's talk about it. Okay, Nicki Minaj. This is just, but it's other celebrities that probably have done it. Sometimes I feel like people be thinking that they gotta meet a marker.
Uh-huh.
Oh well, everybody else got a baby,
Right.
so I'm about to just go and have a baby. You don't gotta have no baby if you don't want no baby. Like, listen, I'm a mother. I love my children to death. And like seriously, I don't want to do any of the years that I thought you was about to.
I ain't gonna get you. I ain't doing nothing. I'm just twiddling my
I didn't know what
thumbs.
happened.
I'm just gonna sit back. I'm listening.
But I guess what I'm saying is that at the same time, listen, ladies, don't rush it until you're ready.
Right.
Don't rush the mother process until you're ready. And I like I said, I don't regret my kids, and I have them again. But you know, let's like I said, let's just be honest. Everybody ain't fit to be a mom. Like
Right.
everybody not fit to be a mom, and they don't want to be, and you can't make them.
Exactly.
And stop trying to make them feel bad for it.
Okay.
So, that was just something I wanted to say, and I also just wanted to also say this too. And I know this is like off topic or whatever, but I just wanted to, share like there's a lot of ladies out here that's losing their life to these guys, and that's just I feel like we also got to normalize being support like that, showing other women that you do care for them, let them know that they got outlets, different things like that. Um, don't get me wrong, we get they got people and help them through their journey in life. And I just get so tired of hearing about black people losing their lives to each other and couples losing their lives to each other. And like I said, us women losing our lives to our baby daddies and things like that, we gotta start picking up them phones and letting people know what's going on with us. And yeah, sometimes we might get judged, or sometimes it may not be. You may not want to hear somebody be honest and be like, "You need to leave him alone." But that's what you need to
Or our
hear.
judges need to just be there for what we need them there for, because the decision is ultimately ours. Because you go in these situations and your judge sometimes only make you want to stay longer. And when I say that, only because they make you want to try to prove them wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And when you depending on how you was raised or what you understand in as being loyal and faithful to someone who's really not loyal and faithful to you, but you think they are, because they, even though, oh yeah, he hit me in the head, but I know he loved me. He paid all the bills at the house. He loved me. He want to make sure me and the kids is all right. He only hit me in the head because I was talking back to him,
Mm.
or whatever the situation is. So you try to rationalize what happened to you because you got somebody else trying to tell you what you got to do in that situation, versus just saying, "Hey, okay, you want to come over for a little while, to let things cool down, whatever. You and the kids, come on, just come on, and just let them be."
Yeah.
Let them be, because they're gonna have to get to the understanding that that situation is not a situation they need to be in, and they're only gonna get to that situation is if they can have a rational mindset of their own and understand what they need to do for themselves.
That's them. That's the moments where you need to pull out the mentor moments and pray with them, meditate with them, talk with them.
Yeah. You ain't even got to talk to them about that.
Yeah.
Just let them know you love them and you're here for them.
Let them know somebody actually love them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Again, I just want to try to throw it out there before we wrap this up. We got about another 10 minutes to go here before we wrap it up. Anybody want to come in and say anything about motherhood or womanhood? Just click the link in the bio and inside the comments. It's in there a couple times. Just click the link and come on in. We'll let you in so you can say what you got to say. Because sometimes you think of stuff and you might say something that we want to hear or we need to say that we may not have gotten in this time, or we didn't think of it when we were planning this out. Which we were planning it out, but yeah, when we were getting ready for this podcast, but I just want to thank everybody for just showing up, interacting with us. This is only our second podcast, and this time we got some little toys in here.
Excellent.
We got some little toys, so we learning. We're gonna play with our toys here and learn how to operate our little system, our little soundboard here, and everything.
Do they got any bombs?
No, I ain't got no bomb. That's the only thing we don't got. But I got this. Okay. Anyway, but yeah. I mean, it's a few different things. Oh, we got this one. It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg. Okay, but we're gonna learn how to add more stuff to it, and we'll probably upgrade and get going a little bit. We're gonna upgrade and have more stuff going on here, but this is our start and this is how we get it going. And believe me, we're taking notes so that we can do some videos and the podcast on how to start a podcast. Because I'm gonna be honest, I have a few friends and I got my nephew and people there, they'll go over and talk to me and tell me how to do this and how to do that, or I'll ask a question here and there because I ultimately want to learn everything on my own. So learning it is important to me, and knowing how to do it. Because even though if I have an engineer or somebody come in here and help us out with this, I still want to be able to do it on my own when it's time, if they ain't able to be here. Because we don't have a giant operation here. We are small entrepreneurs. Like, see technical stuff happen. Like she ran over doing her client hair. It happens. You know what I'm saying? We would have never fathomed that it was going to be, take that long or, whatever. So it happens. So we want to be able to keep us going and the show going on like it's supposed to go on and be consistent with what we're doing. In order to, if we help one person or give out some information to help one person, for me, that was a success.
Mm-hmm.
That was a success. And if we reach one person that want to come down and chit chat with us, if we reach one person that whatever, we're happy. Want to come on and be on our podcast? That's awesome. And our doors are always open. So every Monday between 5:15 and 7:15, that's our start. Maybe we'll go a little longer sometimes, depending on the what we got going on.
Like next week, Monday, it may be over 2 hours.
Right.
Because we got some people that we ain't gonna spoil it. Okay. Y'all gotta come watch.
Yeah.
I was about to tell y'all, but y'all gotta come watch.
Yeah. Stay tuned. We're gonna start putting out promos on people that's gonna be here. Once we lock them in, we know they're gonna be here. I don't like to promote something and then it don't happen. So I know we're just beginning and we're meeting people and we're trying to understand how people move and groove. So while we supposed to had a couple guests today, not to knock them, they had something that came up, but at the same token, we still here and we still prepared and we still gave y'all show for today.
Yes.
So, and that's what we always going to be able to do, give the show that we're supposed to give and give out some information that we found or we feel strongly about, you know, and maybe we'll learn something new ourselves because maybe somebody will tell us something new
Yeah.
or something better, you know. So I'm just asking everybody, let you know that this broadcast is streamed live on Facebook, on the Pam Young page, the Custom Princess Designs page, and it's also recorded and streaming onto YouTube. Custom Princess Designs by Pamela. So on YouTube. So you go there, you can go back and rewatch the live broadcast. We're not gonna edit it or check nothing out. We like to be,
Authentic.
uncut and right there. Authentic.
We would love for somebody to show us how to make the intro and the outro.
Yeah.
We're gonna work on it ourselves. But if anybody know how to make an intro and an outro, hit us up.
Yeah. Come on over here, Billy, and say hi to everybody because you've been trying to get on here all night. Come on.
Hi.
No, you got to come on around and let them see you. You got to come on camera.
Hi.
My trouble.
Hi.
No, we're not gonna talk right now. We're almost done. We'll talk in a second. Okay. Yes. So yeah, I had to get Bailey on live because if I didn't get her on there, she was gonna drive me crazy. Mama, I didn't go on your podcast. Why they didn't see me? So yeah.
I can hear her say.
So yeah, but and then now she got something she could tell her friends are cool. I was on my mama podcast. I said hi, and then she gave me some chicken.
I actually like these little microphones too.
Yeah, I dig them too. These are toys. Let me take when I take this off of here, maybe take a live. So yeah.
And we're rolling
now.
That's how she grabbed that mic too.
I
She
know.
grabbed this.
Took a good job in the city. Okay.
All right, y'all,
We got to get out of here, but I thank everybody for tuning in. We appreciate you, and we'll see y'all next Monday, and we'll be having some more women because this is National Women's Month. We're gonna finish this month out with women, and then next month we're gonna go on a new topic. We just wanted to give our women some recognition and all genres of life. But anybody that want to come on, give me an inbox, give Miss Destiny an inbox, and we'll gladly bring you on, or you can all you do is chime in and we'll bring you on live with us,
And if you need a podcast area or a podcast room,
exactly,
come check us out down here at Custom Prints.
Yep, we got a space for rent here. You can come in, you can get on my mic, or you can bring your own mic, but we got the space for you in the area, so just give us a call.
Yes.
All right, y'all have a good evening now.
That is not gonna be our outfit.
That ain't good. She'll never let me have no fun. I did something wrong here.